Hello, I'm Matt Guff from thehouse.com, and I'm here with Jackie Lamarant from Gnu. Jackie, how are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
So good. Thanks for being in. Jackie is a rider for Gnu. She's from the Midwest. She's going to be moving out to Salt Lake,
Yeah,
right?
Salt Lake
year.
this winter, yep.
And she's an awesome Gnu ambassador and rider. She's kind of been under the wing of Barry Christie.
Yeah.
Who's an awesome person.
Barrett is wonderful.
One of the best people ever.
She's such a G, and at first, like, you get a little intimidated, right, to tell her like your hopes and dreams, because she's like, it's Barry. You're like, it's Barry Christie. Oh my god, like I can't tell her what I want. You know what I mean? Like in snowboarding, like it all just seems so. Like I'm here and she's like there, but she's so like, she's so humble and she cares and she's just like the coolest lady. Yeah.
Oh, and she still has pro models coming out too, right?
Oh yeah.
So rad.
Yeah.
So rad.
She so rips. Like
totally
summer,
rips.
Yeah.
Okay, but so we're here because this is a new board to the line, right?
Yep.
This is the Gnu Gloss. This is kind of what I would consider like a women's version of the Gnu Money board, which I absolutely love.
Yeah. Greg likes to say the money is money.
Money is money.
It is money.
It is a lower price point board too, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So what's the overall story of this thing? It has a sweet graphic. It looks like it has a directional shape. Is this a twin deck or is it just kind of look directional?
It's twin.
It's a twin deck.
It just looks directional, just to be like fun and cool, and I'm into it. I'm like fully into it.
Okay.
But yeah, it rides just like a true twin. It is a true twin.
Yep.
But I'm super into the board itself. I've rode the Be Nice for years, and then this year I switched to the Chromatic, which is another new women's board.
Okay. That's that one?
Yeah.
Right?
This one right here.
That one.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so I rode that like the majority of the winter and then all summer.
Yep.
Well, I rode this in the winter before I got hurt, and then this one after I got hurt, and then I went back to that for the summer. But I'm like, I'm indecisive on which one I actually like more, you know?
Right?
For sure.
No, so this would you, even though it has a twin style shaping kind of like in between the feet, does this board with its EC2 profile feel a little more aggressive than like a BTX kind of?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Definitely, but it's not overly aggressive. Because I don't usually ride like any C3 boards.
Okay.
It's just not really my preference, but I think between for me, between these boards here and this board, like they're everything you could ever wish for in a snowboard. It's just between these, it's more like fine tuning what you really like to do.
Got it.
You know? But yeah, I think they did such a good job, and like the whole range, it's a pretty good variety. And they do a lot. You know what I mean? It's not like I need this board for rails and this board for jumps, and like they all do everything.
Right.
You know, in this like zone of snowboards. But I'm super hyped on this snowboard. Like as far as the graphic is so cool. And I know that's so good. Like not you know,
it's important. It is important.
It is though. You know what I mean? Like and you look at it like how many hours a day do I look at my snowboard? You know what I mean?
lot.
Like how many hours a winter or whatever, and then I snowboard all summer. So like like I'm the type of person like I spend like 3 hours to do my stickers. You know what I mean?
For sure.
It's so weird. I'm just like that anal, but so you know.
Yeah.
Graphics are.
It's important.
And
it looks good.
Yeah, it's important. But,
it looks good.
But yeah, I think this one's cool. It's like a little different than what they've done in the past, and I like that. I like all of it. The colors are so beautiful that Gnu does, and all of their inks are super eco-friendly, which is amazing. Like everything about Mervyn is amazing in that respect.
Yeah, they have like there's like a zero waste.
Hazardous waste.
Zero hazardous waste facility.
And it's in America.
In America.
Yep.
Near Canada.
Wow. It's beautiful. The factory's awesome. Like it's in a really amazing area, just in like the middle of the woods. And you walk in there and like nobody's wearing masks. There's like dogs running around. Everybody's like skateboarding like in the parking lot on their brakes. And but it's really cool. Yeah, I went up a couple years ago and like had a tour of the factory, and just to see how everything's done there, and to see the care that goes into every single snowboard. Like that's how I care about that a lot in my personal life, and I'm so thankful that I don't have to sacrifice that. In like the snowboard aspect of my life. Like I can say through and through that I care about these things 100%, and like I stand by Mervyn because of that
100%.
wholeheartedly. And they have obviously like amazing products too. So.
Oh, absolutely.
Makes it
They
easy.
do ride really well.
Yeah.
You know, it's so cool too. Like how you're talking about the graphics is that this is like a supplemented top sheet too. It's like it's not just ink printed on top. It's like actually into the top sheet material, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And then like you were saying, it's a little bit more aggressive than a regular BTX profile. BTX is like, what BTX is reverse camber or rocking between the feet.
Yeah.
Banana.
Yeah, banana.
And then a flat, slight, mild camber zone on the nose tail. That's a BTX. So that's like this one and that one.
Yep.
So it'll feel a little bit looser. But the EC2, what's EC2?
EC2 is...
It's like rocking between the feet and then elliptical camber,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, so it's similar, but you feel sometimes on these boards, they're so friendly and so playful that like you'll never like catch an edge.
Okay.
Really, you know, like on
Yeah.
that snowboard. I mean, I guess I can't guarantee
Yeah.
anything
Right.
here.
Less
but
likely.
You're
right?
way less likely. Where as on something like this, not to say that you would, but you can really like turn this thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit more. I would say like at times and at higher speeds and stuff, it's a little bit more stable.
Okay. Yep.
But I mean, like I said, it's really hard for me to even pick or choose. Like, it's not that one's better than the other. It's like entirely up to preferences.
Yep.
At that point, but this board it's amazing. Like, I was blown away, especially because like it was introduced as one of those boards that's like, hey, this will be more of like a price point thing.
Yep.
You know, and like when I wrote it, that's not. You know, I feel like sometimes when you hear something like that, you're like, oh, so it'll be maybe not as much of a performer as something else that might cost a bit more. Like, that is just not the case with this snowboard.
Totally.
At all. Like, I have my choice of what snowboards I want to ride on the line, and
love
I'm
this
riding
one.
this one, and I'm riding that one. Like, they're both, kind of on the lower end of that price range.
Yep.
But I'm all about them.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, when you ride in hardpack, how does this feel? Like, good? It holds an edge?
Amazing.
Does it have Magnetraction?
Yeah, they all have
It does.
Magnetraction.
They all have Magnetraction?
Yeah, and I like Magnetraction is rad.
What's Magnetraction?
It's so basically like when you have a regular snowboard, when you're making a turn, you have to, in order to get your snowboard to have contact on this whole zone here, like you have to flex that snowboard.
Yeah.
So what Mervin has is their Magnetraction. So there's, I believe it's 6 contact points.
Yeah, six or seven.
Yeah. And so you have, instead of when you flip this snowboard up and you flex it, only having 2 contact points, it gives you more the ability to get that snowboard to the snow quicker.
Yeah.
And it makes turning easier, and it gives you the ability to hold an edge.
Right. It
Like,
bites down good.
Yeah,
It
100%.
really does.
And like usually I didn't do it with this board because when I was hurt I just like left the edges, but usually like when I get a snowboard I kind of like dull the edges down.
Yeah.
And I've never been able to like turn the way I can with dull edges as I can on like a Mervin snowboard.
Yeah.
Like it's better.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And like it's entirely because of that Magnetraction. It gives you the ability to just have those more contact points down your edge, and
Awesome.
I think it makes a difference.
Yeah. And it's kind of cool how you're saying too, like it's not like that this is designed for all mountain freestyle and those are park specific boards.
Right.
Because they really do well all over. It's just kind of like riding a deck, figuring out exactly how you want the board to feel in any kind of terrain, and then choosing that board eventually, to like for your preferences.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same as like one stance isn't better than another stance. It's like what you prefer.
Right. Yep.
You know what
Exactly.
I mean? It's the same way with snowboards. Like the website does a really good job of being like, oh, this is good for this and this is good for that, and they lay it out in a really easy way to understand. But at the end of the day, like it is just personal preference, because these ones are all pretty close to where like you could like all of them.
Yep.
You probably will like all of them.
Right. Right.
It's just deciding which one you think
Like
is
the
most fine tuned to you and to your style of snowboard.
Right.
So,
It's like finding a good coffee.
yeah.
Right? It's like Americano, a latte, mocha.
Or like some
It's
people like a dark roast, some people
Right?
like a dark roast,
Gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Hey, Jackie.
100%.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Ladies, if you're looking for a well-rounded deck that maybe just a touch more responsive than some of the other boards within the GNU line, check out the Gloss. Rad looking deck, cool price point, of course, and you can take it anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Ciao.